Most home stagers will tell you to throw virtual staging in the trash. Well, I'm not going to do that. There are situations where virtual staging is genuinely useful, and if you're an agent trying to reduce your days on market and bring stronger offers, you need to know exactly what those situations are. If you're a real estate agent who wants to stand out, close faster, and build a referral business that actually grows, this is the channel for you. What I will tell you is that using virtual staging wrong is quietly killing buyer excitement before they ever walk through the door. Virtual staging looks impressive in the photos, but there's a catch that most agents never think about until it's too late. Physical staging works on a completely different level than virtual staging does. When a buyer walks into a physically staged home, they feel the scale, they understand the flow, and they can see how they will actually live there. Virtual staging affects one thing, the photos, and that's it. Buyers buy homes in person, not online. The photos are a trailer, but the showing is the actual film. The goal of your marketing is to create excitement that grows when a buyer arrives, not excitement that evaporates the second they walk in. The gap between what buyers see online and what they experience in person is costing agents more than they realize, and it shows up in a very specific, predictable moment. You've worked hard to get a buyer excited enough to schedule a tour. What happens next can either build on that or erase it completely. When a home has been virtually staged in the main living spaces, you've essentially made a promise to that buyer with the photos. They walk in and the couch isn't there, the rug isn't there, the warm lighting isn't there, and that first reaction is disappointment. That's the emotional note the entire tour starts on. First impressions in real estate are almost impossible to reverse. Agents know this intuitively, which is why they work so hard on curb appeal and listing photos. Starting the showing with a letdown in the primary living spaces puts you in recovery mode before you've even gotten past the entryway. If having the right tools to navigate tough conversations with sellers is something you want, I put together a free guide, the top 5 conversations agents dread, with exactly what to say. Pause the video and grab it now, or find the link in the description when we're done. So here's the thing. This doesn't mean that virtual staging isn't off the table entirely. It means there is a smarter way to use it that actually works in your favor. There's a line between using virtual staging as a tool and using it as a trap, and it comes down to which rooms you're applying it to. Don't use virtual staging in main rooms, living room, kitchen, dining room, entryway, primary bedroom. These are the rooms that drive emotional decisions. They need to land in person, not just in the photos. Virtual staging belongs in bonus spaces, basements, guest bedrooms, media rooms, playrooms, exercise rooms. These rooms are the ones that often buyers can't visualize the potential. A virtually staged image gives them the idea without creating a false expectation, because these spaces are usually empty anyway. There's another smart use. Occupied homes where the seller is using a room in a way that doesn't reflect its value. For instance, a dining room being used as a home office, or a spare bedroom being used as storage. Virtual staging can show buyers what that room could be, layered right alongside of what it currently is. I actually saw an agent do this recently in a way that was so well executed that it's worth breaking down exactly how she handled it. The difference between virtual staging that helps a listing and virtual staging that hurts it often comes down to one decision the agent makes before the photos are ever taken. I just staged a home for an agent who nailed this approach. She hired me to physically stage the living room and the kitchen and the dining area, the spaces the buyers feel first. For the large basement, she used virtual staging, and she showed it 2 ways. One layout as a bedroom option and one as a rec room setup. Both photos were clearly labeled as AI generated to provide room idea options. No deception, no false promises, just helpful visualization. Buyers knew exactly what they were looking at. The basement unlocked potential in their minds without setting an expectation the home could not meet. That agent protected the first impression where it mattered most and used virtual staging where it could do real work. Putting this all together into a strategy you can actually bring to your next listing conversation takes one more piece, and it changes how sellers hear your recommendations. There's a version of this where you walk into every listing conversation with a clear, confident framework, and the sellers stop pushing back on staging because you've already answered their next 3 questions. The approach is straightforward: physically stage the primary spaces, use virtual staging for secondary spaces, and use virtual staging to demonstrate alternate room functions when the seller's current use is working against the listing, and of course that is in occupied homes. Virtual staging as a supplement works. Virtual staging as a substitute does not. Use it to answer buyer questions about a room's potential, not to fill a room that should have been physically staged. This also gives you something concrete to bring to the listing conversation. You're not just saying you should stage, you're explaining the strategy. Sellers who understand the why behind your recommendations are far more likely to follow through, which means fewer last-minute objections, better prepped homes, and buyers who arrive excited and they stay excited. If this kind of content is useful to you, hit subscribe. This channel is built around exactly this, giving agents the preparation strategies that actually move listings. You now have the framework for when virtual staging helps and when it works against you, but what happens before the photographer even arrives matters just as much. The right virtual staging strategy protects buyers' excitement, but there is a step that happens even before that, and most agents skip it entirely. Now you're probably wondering what actually needs to happen before the photographer arrives. Click the video on screen and I'll show you right now.